Brews and Banner Podcast. Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rudolph G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I got water, I got, juice or whatever. He's like, y'all need twin legs? Matter of fact, I do.
To everybody is,
does Delaware have an actual culture?
This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world. Politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Brothers and sisters, I want to welcome you back to life. Back to the one that can make your next chapter your best chapter.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
How can it be that you love the most unlovable part of me? How could you see?
Woo! We gotta play him on Father's Day too.
Yeah, because he's a real one.
All right. Happy Father's Day, Mr. Kirk.
Yes. Fathers of all fathers of 2021. No.
Oh, a snowball!
A mud hole. I don't play.
Peace and blessings to you, son.
Yeah, indeed. They in church. They're in church right now as a family.
Yes,
Praise God. Praise God.
With their pastels on.
Right.
Well,
Praise God.
He definitely. I mean, they all came out in full force. Like, yo, it's the son. He's the problem.
We've been cussing this nigga out for years.
It takes a village. Hopefully, Kirk called on his village and said, "We're gonna get this boy right."
He called on his village to have his back. I know that. They was like, we got all the receipts from this little 33-year-old man child.
Well, anybody who recorded a conversation like that and then posted
For your after your daddy, that's your daddy, man.
Yeah, I mean, no man. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. Well, happy to fuel, and I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
What is going on, everyone?
New Belgium, Rob, stay bruising. How y'all doing?
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
We are down a man today. Shout out to 302 Yoda. He is taking it down today, getting some rest.
Okay. You sound like you about to preach. Taking it down and about to get some rest.
No. But after last week's episode, I am one-shot jock, so I am fully vaccinated because I only got the one-shot vaccine.
Oh, he a la carted him, Devin. He a la carted him.
He probably was searching. He was Googling hard. Where can I
He was
find
down in
that
North
shot?
Carolina somewhere.
I'm not gonna get the what's that song? I'm not giving away my shot. Not giving away my. He was looking for that joint.
Oh no, right here in my backyard, one shot, I'm done.
That's amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
That's
For you,
great.
man.
Happy for you.
I was feeling kind of bad yesterday, but I'm good now.
Okay.
Oh, so you did have a little bit
Like-
of after effects then.
Like exhausted, kind of feeling bad,
Yeah,
like tired.
it felt like since I had COVID, it felt like I had COVID again. I was oh god.
Yeah.
But
Man.
it was funny because it clears up. It was like 48 hours, I guess, from the time it started, from when I took the shot into now. But as the days further and further I get away from the shot, the better I felt. So so now I'm coming all in your faces with no mask on.
Oh.
You seem like you should brush your teeth first. Though.
my teeth are fresh.
Just making sure.
Oh, that was definitely. I went on a tangent, but this is episode 114.
It made sense though. It made sense. It was a proper
Right.
tangent.
Yeah. Coming off of last week, like you said, you let us into it.
Yeah. This is episode 114 of Bruising Banter Podcast. This is I gave up on the volume.
Man, it's a social distancing
series.
It's a volume.
Yeah. So we do have a special guest with us. We have our Craft A Brew giveaway winner, Nicole. How are you?
Nicole!
Welcome.
Takingbeerlight.
Welcome.
Yeah. How you doing?
Yay! Thank you for having me, guys. This is awesome.
Thank you for
I'm
coming
good.
on.
I'm good. I thank you
Yes.
guys for the opportunity. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now you, like I said, you won our Craft A Brew. What was it? It was your favorite brew, Lou? Hefeweizen? Was it a Hefeweizen?
Hefeweizen, I think it was.
Yes.
Yes.
It was.
Yes, it was a Hefeweizen.
All right.
And I apologize. I want to get this on record. It took me a long time to get it going, but I did it, and it was good. But I only got like a couple beers out of it, about 8 out of it,
That's
out of that
good.
1 gallon.
That's good.
And yeah, I got about 8, and I tried to save it for the podcast, but it wasn't gonna last.
It wasn't gonna last.
All right.
I was about to say, when did you win this
Break them
giveaway? It
off.
was a while back. It was a while back.
This is the kit, right? Was this the kit?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's why.
Got it. The kit.
That was like September, August, September.
Yeah, that would not have been any good.
We wanted her to get it. We wanted her to make it and then drink it all.
Don't
and
worry.
then come on.
Well, before we get into all that, I always need to know what everybody's drinking.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I wanted to present it. Yeah.
I get it. You
yeah,
want to
that's
present.
cool. So Nicole, what are you drinking today?
She's frozen.
I think she's frozen.
Right now, I am drinking Brooklyn Brewery. This is a Bel Air sour. I thought it would be perfect for Easter Day. It's kind of pastel colors. It's a dry hop sour ale. Pretty good. It's not too sour, which I like. I'm not a fan of sours, but I'm trying to be more open to them. So this one's pretty good though. So, not bad.
So on our podcast, we rate it either a pass me another, I'll have just one, or keep it in the cooler. How would you rate it, Nicole?
Nicole, I had that a couple of weeks ago, and I felt the same way.
Pass you another? Not by that response.
Yeah, should have just one.
No, I'm saying like pass me another beer. I thought you meant like pass me a different beer.
So
I'm sorry. Not pass me another one of these.
Pass me another one of that beer. I have just one of that beer, or keep that in the cooler of that beer. Which one?
I'll just have there's one. I'm sorry, I'll just have just one of them.
That is you have properly rated that beer, because that is just definitely a one and done type of can.
Good deal.
Really? Okay.
Okay. I mean, shout out to brewery. That one just not.
She is
one
in
of
the
my
Matrix today.
Yeah, she is in the Matrix. That thing like I'm not. All right. She getting her Telly Riley on.
I'm sorry. Is it?
It's choppy. Oh, you are jammed.
Oh man, I went to Aslan Beer Co. If you can see that, that's the name right there, Aslan Beer Co.
Okay.
Here go the can. Let's do a little 360 for
nice.
y'all.
That's a Miami Nice. See,
right though.
Yeah, real.
This
South
is called Summer Fruitata. Fruitata. It is a sour ale. Like I said, brewed by Aslan Beer Company. They're out of Alexandria and Herndon, Virginia. It says here, store at 35 to 45. Keep cold, drink it fresh. Brewed with plum, blueberry, peach, vanilla, and milk sugars. Yeah, it's delicious, man. Kool-Aid with carbonation and alcohol right here. This is nice. Good. My version of what a good sour is supposed to taste like. Pass me another and another.
Yeah. Nice.
So
you found that one. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Other Side for bringing that to this area, because that's what I think.
Absolutely. And I was at
Other Side.
Shout out to Sean. I was at Creston's, Sean, and I got it at Creston's.
Nice. Good deal.
All right, Dad, what are you drinking on?
I actually had some guests over yesterday, and they brought to the party, not a cookout, not a barbecue, just a guest over. They brought these Trogs IPA over, just a good perpetual IPA. This is a 7.5%, 85 IBUs, so it's hoppy. It's hoppy, definitely. And where are they out of? Well, in terms of hops, first it's Bravo, Chinooks, Mount Hood, Nugget, Citra, and Cascade. A lot of hops in there, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see, Trogs is out of where they out of?
Out of
trying to see now.
Hershey, PA, right?
Hershey, PA. Yep, you're right. But in terms of traditional IPA flavors, hoppiness that I enjoy, color nice and golden. Pass me another. Pass me another.
Yeah. Well, all right. Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
What would you happen to be drinking on this week, sir?
I'm also drinking, well, not Aslan, but another something distributed by Other Side. It is the Secret Machine from Dewey Beer Co. This one is a double pomegranate, strawberry, cranberry, and it's a 7% sour. There it is. In the cup.
Sour heavy today.
Yeah.
I'm out. I didn't get the memo. Look at that.
That's pink like grapefruit juice? What?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I guess.
That thing like cotton candy color.
Well, I think it's more of the, I guess it's the pomegranate because it's double pomegranate. So I guess that's where that color is coming from.
Okay. Yeah, it look good, man.
Yeah, it is delicious. I mean, this is my second sour machine I had. The other one was blueberry, I think, and something like that.
So that's a little run that Dewey's doing. Yeah,
they have I think it's I guess it's almost like their Thrillist, I guess. Like that thing, but it's Secret Machine, and I guess it's the but that's the can. Like I said, there it is. And it's shout out to Dewey, 7% ABV. Definitely. Nice. I mean, if it's not super sour to me. I mean,
yeah, to go for it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's good if you like
I wonder, Rob, as you had to taste it again, like, is that you kind of warming up to or getting your palate used to it, or you think it'll grow on you, or maybe does it?
I like it. I was just more of just trying to see if because it has all these fruits in it, and I was trying to see if I can identify the fruits.
Some of them, okay. I didn't know if it was one of those things, when something sour hit your taste buds at first, and it tighten your jaw up a little bit, and you be like,
yeah, that champagne on Martin.
No, it's more tart. It's kind of more tart than like sour. It's like a little tartness, but it's not really like it's not
okay.
It's
not back there.
Nah, it's not one of those.
Okay. Okay.
But I mean, it's delicious. I mean, the last two I've had were good. I mean, well, this one and that one. So I mean, if you enjoy fruit heavy sours, this is definitely one of the ones you should try out.
I will be trying it. Yeah, I'll be looking out for that.
So you give it a pass me another, or
yeah, I give it a pass me another. Pass me another, please, sir.
Nice.
Could I have some more? Oh, I forgot what I said. I forgot the thing. Can I have some more, please? Oh, sir? Whatever.
Some commercial.
It wasn't a commercial. It was a movie.
Oliver.
A movie.
Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver. Oliver Twist. Yes.
Oliver.
There you go.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
You saved him. You saved him. Because I was like, what?
I knew it was something. I knew it wasn't a commercial.
Okay.
All right. Everybody has a good beer. So we are anxious to hear about the brew journey of Nicole's and how the brewing of that beer. And you actually were brewing something else recently too, right? In the actual brewing facility, correct? Too. That was cool.
A little delayed.
It's not delayed. It's delayed. Can I hop on? I can do something.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Take your time. We'll fill in the empty air.
I'm gonna do it.
So while you do that,
I'm gonna come through my.
So, guys, while Nicole is listening but not listening, where do you think she's from? Because I hear the twang in her voice.
She's from Missouri. That's a private.
That's Missouri.
Because I think she's from Missouri.
Okay. She smiled. That was delayed, but she smiled.
That'd be crazy.
I'm assuming this because I think I sent the package, so I think I know.
Okay. I got it. That's where you sent the package all the months back.
I think that's what I wrote on there.
well, technically, I gave it to Craft A Brew, and they sent it directly to her.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Missouri, I never knew Missouri. I guess never mind.
Yeah. I've been to Missouri. Yeah,
Nelly and the St. Lunatics. I don't know what I was thinking about.
Yeah. That.
You know what still gets me is
that
Baltimore accent is what gets me.
Yeah.
That Baltimore accent.
They rank that as the worst accent in America.
No offense to
people in Baltimore, but it's been proven.
What you gonna? I don't even know how to impersonate it. What you gonna do? And the two, I can't even do it.
we got two Nicoles now. Oh, it's better than one. Two.
It's
better than one. Yay.
Oh yeah.
Rob, put that other one backstage. Oh, she's just frozen there. She can't even do nothing with it. Okay.
I had to get rid of the other one.
Yes.
There you go. It's like a person.
No, you got rid of the older one and went with the younger one. Right?
I don't think she liked that.
She's like, oh, that's a different way to look at it.
Yeah. Let me upgrade you.
Let me upgrade you.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so I tried to do it on my computer, but apparently that's not working. So we switched to phone.
Okay. No worries. We've had our many technical difficulties here.
I've had technical difficulties, me personally. So definitely gonna give our guests the benefit of the doubt for sure.
I've had technical difficulties all the time.
Yeah.
Last week
I was short. He had no body.
Right.
His head and neck.
He needed the booster seat like at the barbershop. The little kids sit him on it.
But the problem was my computer was on top of the thing, on top of the stand, and now it's on the actual
desktop.
So I'm looking right at the camera. What's up, yo?
Yeah. Should have been one with that idea. You should have known that the moment you set that thing on there.
Like you just invented it.
Well, look, the problem with last.
I want you to patent this frame, okay, Rob? Patent this frame.
There was a lot of people on last time, so it made me smaller. That's the only reason. I'd have been fine this week with the same setup, but
sure.
I think I like to display beer. So if anybody out there want their beer displayed on here, just send it to me.
Hey, there you go. Well,
send it full. Send 4 full bottles of cans. Yeah, we'll put one of those bottles on his display.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
And you know our meetup location. You know our meetup location.
He gonna forget that day.
Yes, he will.
Oh no. All right. So I think Nicole is ready for us now.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
You're okay.
Fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I did brew. I was just answering the question. I did brew a separate batch. I had the opportunity to get with Third Wheel Brewing. She, the brewmaster there, Abby. So grateful for her. She gave me the opportunity to just take over, and she just kind of monitored me.
Guided you through it.
Yeah, just guided me through it, and she let me do whatever I wanted to do. She was like, "Okay, here's the ingredients. Here's where you need to do. Here's the sanitizer." Like she just kind of just stood back and was just guiding me through the process. So it was an amazing experience. That was my first time at a major brewery, and it was the Pink Boots blend. So we were able to partner up with Pink Boots that day, and it was awesome. So it was a great experience. I did not respect to a lot of the brewers out there. I did not know you need a lot of shoulder and back and knee and I wasn't prepared.
All that support.
All of that.
Just the whole posture. You bending over. You trying to
you're staring like yes.
Oh,
and
okay.
I wasn't prepared. I was like, Abby, I wish you would have told me I would stretch first. Like I would have. She was like, okay, come on, let's go. And I was like, okay. And I'm just so eager and excited. But I didn't know that she meant like, yes, do this. And I'm like doing all of this. I'm like pop locking and things are popping and shifting and moving, and I'm like, oh, I haven't used this body in over a year. I've been quarantined.
Right.
So when I got home, I was just like, oh, I'm taking some Tylenol. Like I gotta soak this.
You should have just had a beer. Just had a good beer
and a bath.
I didn't even want to touch a beer. I couldn't even hold it. It was like,
no.
And then beers would cause the pain. Beers would cause all the pain. Like
I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you.
No, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I guess that brings me to the the next question in terms of like how did you what is your beer journey? How did you even get into beer?
Yeah, so like over a decade ago, like my story is nothing unique. It's kind of, I ain't gonna say nothing unique, but similar to most people. Started in beer. I thought all beer tastes the same. I thought it tastes like my father's beer. He drank Miller High Life growing up and Bud Light, and I just thought all beer was like that. So I was like, no, I don't want anything to do with it until I went to a bar and this guy was like, no, that's not what beer is. And he was like, I'm going to show you I'm going to give you some samples. And he gave me an array of samples of the beer that he had on tap. And I didn't know what that was at the time. He was like, this is a beer flight. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I fell in love with it. It was like, he gave me everything that I wanted. So I tried like Delirium. I tried Lips of Faith, Tank 7, I believe. And I forgot the other one. But it was like 4 of them that I really liked. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. I was like, if beer tastes like this is what I'm in love.
Put me in. Put me in.
Up. Yes. So ever since then, I would like. I got turned out. Like so, like every week.
Strung out. Lost and turned out.
I'm telling you. Shout out to OJ's. I'm telling you.
Yes.
So not OJ's. Is that OJ's? No.
It might be. It's either OJ's or Temptations. One of them. I think it is OJ's. No,
it's not. It's the mustache dudes.
That's the Whispers. They the Whispers. I know the mustache dudes.
Thank you. I'm
City.
Sorry.
Because Scotty sung that verse. Scotty sung the hell out of that verse.
That's how look. Everybody knew as soon as she said she put the mustache on her.
That's Scotty. That is Scotty.
Hey, wasn't it both of them? Ain't they twins?
Yeah.
Wasn't the mustache dudes twins?
Yeah, but the main singer though is Scotty. That the dude is crooning.
But what I'm saying is, wasn't there 2 mustaches in the group?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
they're twins.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it clear. Okay, it was a bunch of mustaches running around that daggone band.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I just ever since then I've been taking flight. I'm like, I'm taking this flight, so I'm taking flight, and I would just like put it on my social media. My friends, my family, if they're not busy, they will meet me up at bars or tap rooms, and I've been taking flight ever since. So I've been just doing it. But what really got me like into it is, of course, the pandemic, right? So you're sitting down, you're like, what it is, I'm bored. What am I want to do? And I really wanted to challenge myself, and I said, okay, is this just a hobby? Is it something that I'm passionate about? Or is it something that I really want to get serious about, right? So I said, okay, let me look into it. Somebody told me about the Cicerone program. I took the CBS, passed the CBS, so I have that. I'm studying for
Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm studying for the certified Cicerone right now. And somebody told, also another friend came to me and she said, Nicole, if you really am serious about it, St. Louis University has a brewing science and operations program. So yes. So you get to like really get like it's virtual still, but you can have your private meetings, I guess, on the side due to COVID, but you get more knowledge about life, right?
Yeah,
so I wanted
all in depth.
Yes, all in depth. So you're learning from we have a lot of microbreweries here in St. Louis. So those are our instructors, the people who run those breweries.
Yeah.
And so you're learning hands-on, you're learning from experience. And I'm actually going to be finished with that program at the end of the year. So
awesome. You taking this person who pointed you in that direction. You really are in it. Like this, you're not joking.
Yes, like I said, the pandemic was like, okay, is this just something I just want to I just want to be a beer geek, kind of just like and just post beers, or is this something I want to turn my passion into a profession, right? So I was like, yeah, I think I want to do this. I want to be able to say I drink beer for a living, like. So I'm trying to,
it make you some coins.
Yes.
Because I imagine my main question is, I imagine if you're going to go through this, you're going to be maybe a head brewer someday. Even if not, the dream isn't initially to just own your own brewery, you're going to have the credentials to go brew.
Yes. So that is the goal, is to just get my pinky toe in the door first, gain some experience. And then eventually I would love to be on the quality control side. So that's
nice.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I want to learn all things beer, because I want to do those troubleshooting and checks and balances. Whether that's contracted or I'm working for a brewery and doing that, that's something eventually I would like to get towards.
Good. That's awesome. Now, from that flight that you were talking about, you experienced that really opened your palate up to that. This is what microbrews, or this is what craft beer tastes like. Do you remember what style beer that was? Because you said he gave you everything that you loved and you fell in love with. Do you remember what style of beer it was? I
fell in love with Belgian beers and IPAs.
Okay.
So I love the authentic IPAs. I know there's a wave of hazies. That's cool, and that's great if that's your intro. But I love a solid IPA. Like, I love the hoppiness, the bitterness.
Yeah.
I love the bite. Yes.
Are they still your favorite? Is that still your two favorite styles now?
They're still my two favorite styles.
Cool. 10 years. 10 years. Ain't nothing changed. That's good.
So you like hop bombs? You like hop bombs? You like a whole lot of hops in there?
Yeah, a lot of hops.
So she would like that Trogs that you got there.
Yes, I'm sure. If she hasn't, you may not have had it because it's out of PA, but okay. Well, I can recommend it. As I said, pass me another. It's a good traditional IPA.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, I love the hops. I will say this: when you get to the triples and the imperials, they get a little, it gets a little bit much. But if it's done well, it's good.
Yeah, it's very floral. It's floral.
Yeah, it should be.
Appreciate that, Dev. I know what you mean. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I know you had started getting into the talking about how it was brewing the Craft A Brew. So I guess I'm curious to know, like, how easy was it, or how efficient was the process in terms of brewing, like their instructions and how that whole process worked with the Craft A Brew brand.
Yeah. So the Craft A Brew, that kit was amazing to me. Like, it's very straight to the point, easy. If you've never brewed before, you can literally read the instructions and step by step and follow it, and you should be successful. Of course, if you have experience, you'll put your own tweaks to it, but just, if, like I said, if you've never tried a kit before, if you want to try it, I think that's a good way to go. They give you everything that you need. I didn't have to buy any additional materials or ingredients. Everything was in the package, so I recommend it if you want to just try homebrewing. So.
All right.
And you said you got a gallon out of it?
Yeah, so it's a gallon. They give you a gallon jug that comes in the kit. Like I said, they give you the siphon. They give you everything. And you get about, I don't know how many you should get, but I got about 8 clean beers, because I could have put it all in there, but then you get that haziness that I just wanted a clean Hefeweizen, so I just left some and just dumped the rest. So I got about 8 bottles, and it's pretty good.
That's solid.
Good.
Yeah, that's solid. So, of those 8 beers that you got, did you share them? Did you drink them all? What did you do? Who helped you consume these 8?
I shared them.
Okay.
In-house.
In-house. When people come over.
Not at bar. Yeah,
right.
I shared them in-house. So hubby and I had them, and we loved it. So
the feedback was pretty good on it. You did a good job by others' feedback, or by his feedback.
Yes. Well, and yes, my husband is very honest.
He had it. I'm about to say, because he had to have said yes. I didn't know.
Well, he's honest. my first time brewing, he was like, "Oh no, this is not good." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Okay." He's honest. He's like, "I wish I want you to do this." I was like, "Okay."
I want you to do a little better.
Right.
I'm
I was like, "Let me
we
do
here
that
to make
right
each
now."
other
Like,
better.
Again, I'm gonna be encouraging, but this is
I can
trash
just
right
do
now.
that right now. Like, that's not that easy. I just can't fix a batch like as is. I mean, you can. It's just difficult.
Yeah, it ain't like reseasoning or adding extra salt to a piece of chicken. Once it's done, it's done.
It's done. I mean, you can try.
Nicole, talk more about going to the brewery and brewing your own. You said that they let you pick your own style. So, like, what style did you brew? And then you said the lady just gave you the ingredients and let you run with it. So, like,
so it wasn't mine.
Go ahead.
Right. It wasn't mine, but she had a schedule, and it was just the day she was partnering with Pink Boots. But she just let me take a hands-on approach. So it was an IPA, and it should be coming out the 10th of this month, I believe. So it's an IPA. I think it's like 6.5, 6.8, I believe. And yeah, it smells amazing. Pink Boots has a blend that is so amazing. Their hops, I don't know, they partner with some people, and whatever they produce is amazing. I hope, oh my God, I just never smelled anything like, again, someone who loves hops. It was amazing to me. It was floral, it was tropical, it was piney, but it wasn't too tropical in the sense of that I think it's going to be like a juicy kind of tropical. It was just really nice. I mean, I know this sounds weird, but I would wear this perfume because it was just so amazing. I was like, this is nice. So I don't know, but that's the geek in me. So I wouldn't want to smell like hops walking outside. But
you just said you did, though. I don't know. You just said you did.
I probably would. I probably do it for a day and test it out.
Just a day.
Just to test it out.
Oh, maybe that's a market. Maybe that's a market.
Yeah, hot perfume. Look, I like how you walk through. The street with your hot perfume on.
Okay. The music in my head was.
You got your own soundtrack.
By the way, I'm a ladies' man. No time.
That might be a new fragrance, a new smell. The hop. Hey,
hot bomb.
No.
Yeah.
That's like people who shower with beer. No, don't do that.
Beer flavored perfume.
It's something to do, but not to keep doing. Like,
I think it's not an everyday perfume, but I think like on occasion. You can. I should definitely smell a couple of them whiffs in a beer festival.
Exactly. If you smell it, beer festival, tap rooms. If you go to tap rooms,
get like smelling spray. Get this hot bomb. Let me put this hot bomb on. I'm going to the tap room, man.
She had to fight
like these hops.
Right, about to say you had to fight people off.
Yeah,
this is
Chinook, girl. This is
what's
Chinook.
that? What's that saying that everybody say now? It's the hops for me.
Right. The hops for me. Yeah. Well, I know some people might like it because I mean, hops is like what cannabis cousin. So some people might like it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So I got familiar with you, Nicole, leading up to today by just scrolling through your Instagram feed and seeing your posts. And I was pleasantly amazed at your style, your vast, I guess, or your palette seemed pretty pretty wide and expandable since the days, I guess, a decade ago. So it seems like you're very adventurous when it comes to tasting different brews and different styles. What's kind of your thought process behind picking a beer, or when you go into a brewery or into a liquor store? What do you normally look for?
So a number of things. I mean, we shop and taste with our eyes, right? So I do look at labels. And then I look at also simplicity too. Like I like the art that sometimes the cans have. It's great. But sometimes if I see a beer, like I have a beer on my timeline, it's just say "Remember Me." It's a silver can. It says "Remember Me," and I was just like, okay, like let me pick you up. And it was amazing. It was a good one. It was a juicy one, but it reminded me of Sunny D. It wouldn't be a go-to, but it was pretty good. It was pretty solid.
Okay.
but yeah, that's mostly what I do. I look at kind of like the brewery first. Hopefully, because honestly, I haven't bought a lot of Boulevard in a while because of the situation's been going on with them, so I will fall back. So it depends on the brewery, it depends on the can, and then I'm looking at the style as well. But as I'm studying and going through this program, I know I have to challenge my palate, right? So I'm like, I gotta get out this shell. I gotta, I gotta get some sours in me. I gotta know what these taste like. I gotta get some stouts in me. Even though these are not my favorite, I still gotta get familiar with them, right? So I try them, and so it's just it's no. Right now, it's just testing right now because I'm going through the program and studying. So I'm just like, all right, let's try.
Yeah. Your palate's wide open. Like you'll try anything just to get the flavor of it all.
Just to get the flavor, yeah. And a lot of stores here let you create your own 6-pack. So it's like, you can, so that's helpful too.
Good.
Now on your IG page, it says Taking Flight LLC. What's the LLC? What's the backing behind the LLC? What is it for?
So I started. I was like, I went in like, I'm gonna turn this into a business. Like, I'm gonna get into this. And then when I learned about what you got to do, and I was like, okay, Nicole, wait a minute. Okay, we still got our LLC out there, but let's not fight too much. Let's not get too eager, And so I have some people on the back end that's helping me through this process. But I'll eventually, like I said, I want to turn my passion into a profession. So I still have my LLC. I just need to, for me, I would love to have or at least at the tail end of my Cicerone and this program to say, okay, this is the direction I want to go in. I just kind of want to focus on that right now. But I am also open to, because I don't know anything about internet or design, web design, or anything like that. So I'm trying to work with some people and get me at least a website up, get some momentum going. But I am such a newbie and a baby in that area, and I feel overwhelmed sometimes with all the information. It's just like I don't know where to begin. So I still
you could pay $100 or so and get you a little website going, and it's some of the stuff like you saying, people that are backing you, that are behind you
can play less than that
off the ground.
You can play less than that.
Like Wix and Squarespace.
See, I was going to say them, but since they're the sponsor, I wasn't going to say
right. You got to let me know ahead of time. You got probably shut the hell up.
No, it's fine. No, I put it out there because it is a great question to ask because I want to show transparency. I mean, of course, the pandemic, as you guys know, you've been on social media. Everybody's like, oh, you need to be an entrepreneur. You need to be a boss. You need to be this. So I want to be transparent and tell people like, that's great. But be smart. It
all takes time.
Still, like even though you don't have it set up, just the fact that you got it, it shows. Like when you go to your page, that's the first thing you see. So it actually shows that you are business minded about your beer journey. So even if you don't have anything going with it, just having the title and knowing that you paid for an LLC, like you gotta do some work to get it. So it does. It is like the equivalent of when you're looking for some food and you go on going online and they don't have a website. You're like, I can't order from them. But like if they had an LLC or a website, it's easier to. I hate when you sidebar. I hate when people take pictures of the menu and like that's the menu. Like that's so like get a goddamn website, please. It's 2021.
Yeah, and you're right. You're right. I do need to get one to your point.
No. I'm not. That was a sidebar about restaurants, not about LLCs. Having an LLC actually, to me, it legitimizes that you're serious about beer. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just like I like beer. I got a CBS, but you got a CBS and an LLC. That makes me more apt to find out more about you and what you're going
when you go to
what your journey and
how you want to finish. I wanted to own the name, right? So it was me just being eager, like, oh, I got to get this name.
Sometimes that's all you need to do. That's it. That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that either.
My business school teacher always said, especially like on websites and stuff like that, like especially you should always get the domain name of whatever you're thinking about at the time you're thinking about it because it may not be there, so you always need to get it, even if it's your actual name, get it before somebody else owns your name. He always would say.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, even though I never went and got my name. So now is your goal to be a master cicerone, or you want to stop at level 2?
So that's where I was like, again, eager beaver, right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna go all the way up. Yeah. So
It's intense. It's intense.
It's intense. It will be great eventually, but that will be years down the line. If the opportunity presents, if I have the time to dedicate to studying and doing my research on that. Yes, I'm not closed-minded to the idea, but at first I was like, oh, by the time I'm 40, I'm going to be this. Yeah, yes. I'm getting closer to 40 and I don't have time for that. So eventually that's great, but no, not right now.
Yeah.
I think the program that I'm in through St. Louis University and the Certified Cicerone would be sufficient right now. And then I would like to get some hands-on experience and then probably go more into that direction.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you really love flights because you used your handle taking beer flights. So that really was that's how you came with your name. You were like, oh, these flights is right.
Well, and my thing is that's the introduction to me loving beer, right? And so again, like everybody else, everybody has kind of the same idea, but 2020 was my year, right? So I was going to go travel, do more beer flights, really live up to kind of like the name and the theme, but everything shut down, and so it's more like beer flight as per beer, So it's a disconnect, which I hate, but eventually I will get there. That's why I started like, just posting more flights as of late, and then actually going to different tap rooms and stuff like that to try different beers. So it may be a single beer or 2 or 3 beers because I'm still trying to social distance, still trying to gauge, because I can start off at a brewery or start off at a tap room and there's nobody there. But then it gets thick and I'm like, oh, I gotta go. So I literally have been doing like beer by beer for right now, but I eventually want to start showcasing my beer flights because I want to also let everybody know, I mean, the narrative is out there. Black people drink beer too, right? So I want to showcase that as well. Here in St. Louis, I thought I was just a unicorn. I thought I was just like this lonely kind of person who loves beer because I would introduce different styles and to my friends and family, and they're like, "Oh, that's great!" And they're like, "The hell no! Pass me that Bud Select." Like, I'm like, "Oh, like this is not what y'all need." Trying to just so I'm trying to showcase. There is a market and that people, Black people do love beer. So that was also a reason why I was, taking flight as well to just try different beers. All right. Like that's what I love about the multi 6-pack. You can just try it. If you don't, kind of got you guys have your system, and that's just really what it is. So I'm hoping to get back to that.
Okay.
No. How is the beer scene in your city? Like is it popping or is it like?
You mentioned the microbrews.
Oh, it's so many microbreweries here. I can't even. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, I can't. I don't want to even say a number. At least 30 plus, right?
Okay.
Here in Missouri, and so it's popping here. But I think it was it Kinky Sud? She was like she would go to these beer fests, and she was the only spec there, like the little dive there, like the only Black person there. So I mean, as far as like festivals and Oktoberfest is big here. You don't see many of us, and so it's amazing here. The culture is here. We have AB here. AB is here, so we have the community. It's just looks different.
So
there's
not a lot of. So there's not a lot of Black people in St. Louis that drink beer, or that you found yet as a drink.
I'm hoping that
drink craft beer. I should say.
Yeah, craft beer. I'm hoping that.
Do you think that has a lot to do with that AB is in your city? Like
probably.
Yeah, like Anheuser-Busch is the main thing in the whole country. You know what I mean? And it's like any microbrew or craft brew that come in, they just like, no, what the hell you doing? We AB. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, AB, and then but AB is also buying some people out too. They have bought a lot of people out as well. So I will say this: I'm not a fan of sours, but one sour that I did enjoy before AB bought it was Lagunitas Dark Swan. I thought it was I thought it was good, but then when AB bought it, it changed. So I was like,
water it on down.
Right.
Yeah, they put that AB water in it. They get their AB water from a different part of the lake.
They
sold out. They sold the brand and just diluted things.
Yeah, that's not good, man. I wonder how the people that sold it feel about the change. Yeah,
it probably feel all right because
the check cash. The check did cash.
Check clear. Check clear.
It's in my bank account. It was not a fraud.
What's so interesting? I just thought about this. Like you were saying, there's a lot of Black people that drink craft. There was a Black man named Ray Hills. Him and his wife, they brewed their own beer. He left AB, brewed his own beer, and then they didn't it wasn't out that long at all. They bought him out. So I was upset about that. But that was like 10 years. That was like 2010. But I mean, it was.
They knew he was a threat, though. You know, I mean, a lot of us.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah, that's what it seems
like.
They
know he came from the company. Like,
it seems like more specifically to St. Louis that stuff like that happens. It feels like it would be like that in Colorado too with Coors, but specific to St. Louis, it seems like they just like, oh, we like it. Let's just snap it up, buy it, either shelve it, change it to make it ours. And now they don't have a brewer. Like it's one less brewery to go to. And in that vein, Black people aren't trying new stuff because you can always get a bud. You can always get something by Anheuser-Busch on every corner.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a whole different dynamic I never thought about.
Damn, they named they probably told them name their price and put a blank check in front of them.
Yep.
And that's and I can't. Is that I will I guess pose this question: if you worked 20, 30 years, you decide to turn your hobby into a profession as an older individual, and somebody presents you with a retirement check.
I'm taking it.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Because that's the goal. Isn't that the goal?
That's the goal.
Right.
So
every business you start is to be sold.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at
it, but
that I wish the representation was still here.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like they writing the checks and like you don't have nothing to do with this after you accept this check. Like we're running the whole process. You can come and say, I used to own that, but that's it.
That's it. They took the formula and ran with it because they don't sell Ray Hills. Like you can't find Ray Hills unless somebody has an old bottle somewhere.
Yeah, so they could have just shelved it. You don't even know if they're even selling it.
And it was called Ray Hill. It was called Ray Hill.
Ray Hills. Yep.
Huh.
It was good.
That's a good name for a beer too. I would drink that.
Yep. Him and his wife. We went to my husband and I. We went to a festival and a park there or whatever. Yeah, and I was like, wait, there's Black people that have a booth. Let's go there. Like,
let's go there immediately.
Let's go there. Immediately. And so I bought 2 6-packs and I was like, where can I find it? And he was like, oh, you can find it at Randall's. And I was like, what the hell is Randall's? And Randall's here is like a Costco or a Sam's Club of beer here. And so I was like, what? And so we went to Randall's, bought some more, and that's I was kind of sad by it, but I understand. I get it.
That's what's up. Huh.
How's your husband and how have you been influenced by your husband in your beer journey and vice versa? Did you guys start at the same time or what?
So I turned him out. So he was
that turning people out is funny.
It's funny. I like to play on words. He was one of those kind of Bud Select, kind of like mainstream ones. And I was like, no, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, kind of thing. He was like, oh, okay. And it was so funny because early on, I guess he tried. I ain't gonna say he tried to challenge, but he was like, "No, I can drink." I was like, "Okay, so I will give him like a 9% or 10% and be like, here, try that," and he'll be out on the couch. He'll be like, "I knew it. I told you. Slow it down.
Put him on his ass.
Slow it down."
Take these flights. Take these flights. Sip,
take
girl.
these
Sip,
flights
boy.
to the
I
face.
told you. Right, featherweight. I told you. I told you.
Yeah.
They pack a lot. They pack a lot in these damn
Yeah,
beers.
if you're not used to it, I'm telling you,
For
you're
real.
not lasting. I mean, it's like day drinking. You're not gonna last. You're out.
So speaking of ABVs and trying, 9 to 10%, are you a ABV? I guess you would say connoisseur, or like, do you have a threshold that you like to stay below or above? Like, what's your thoughts on ABVs?
My thoughts on ABVs: the hoppier, the better. The more alcohol, the better. But if it's done well, I don't like a beer that's too like it has
Strikingly.
too. Yeah, the one I don't pour beer out, but the one beer that I poured out it was called 300-pound monkey by Four Hands. No, 400-pound monkey. 400-pound monkey by Four Hands. That tasted like a 400-pound monkey. It was too much. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is not even drinkable and enjoyable. But my favorite as far as like a high percent, I love barley wines.
Yes.
I do like a good barley wine, and Stouties is really good. It's 12%. You get 4 beers for like $25, but it's good. It's a 12%er, and I love it. I really do. And I guess I didn't build my tolerance up for so much that I can probably finish a 4 and still be like, all right, what we doing?
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm not a lightweight at all.
Good.
Not in weight or drinking.
Right. She in the business of turning people out in beer.
Right. She turning them out one by one.
One by one.
You need a new LLC.
When it was Roy, we hang out. We better come.
Turning them out records.
Change your handle to turn out beers.
Turn them out beers.
Man.
Poppin' Jerry beers.
So Nicole, you mentioned that when your end goal is to kind of be in the quality control of beer, has that kind of always been I guess slightly, because some people just, even when you get into beer, some things translate over to beer from what they may have done in a previous career or profession. Have you kind of always been in that quality control or kind of that type of career path, or did it just so happen with beer to be in that?
Yeah, so I have a HR compliance background.
Oh, cool.
So
cool. So you like being in the devil in the details.
Yes.
Checks and balances.
Checks and balances. So and I know HR like 2 different things, but it's one and the same actually. I know the structure is usually separate, but in actuality there are some overlapping processes within the two. So that's why I've had 15 years of that experience. That's why I say I want to turn my passion into a profession, because I eventually want to leave corporate and get into the beer industry.
Do this
for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Right. What about things that are coming up in the near future? Is things starting to open up in Missouri so that you feel like you could get back out there more? Or I know, like, for example, CDC just announced, what was that, Friday, that traveling is opening up for people that are vaccinated and things like that. What's the I guess you would say tone for Missouri, and are there anything specifically that you're trying to do next as things start to open up?
That's a layered question.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri is interesting. Missouri politics is interesting here. But yes, things are slowly starting to come back open and open back up. That's why I started like going back out to the breweries and going out to tap rooms. So I'm still social distancing. I'm just like, I still need to do that. This is for myself, but I'm still cautious. But I would love to travel. Like, I want to break out of Missouri, even though we have amazing microbreweries here. And I would love to. I visit most of them, but I will, I guess, revisit them again slowly. But then just once everybody gets vaccinated, I guess, and things starts to really open back up, then I'll feel more comfortable. But right now I'm still cautious. So that's just what, as far as me attending breweries. But moving forward for me, I really want to get out my own head and get this website going and open up, and so that I can start to get my pinky toe into just building momentum for that. So that's I need to get out my own head. I'm always second guessing myself, doubting myself, and my team is, I mean, not team. I don't have a payroll. What I'm saying, my support group. I should say that. I say my team
You can run
because
with team. It sounds good.
team.
no,
Yeah, that's a
I
team.
use the word team
These cats is my
because
team. They my team. I ain't on a payroll.
Look, and I don't pay them nothing.
okay, my support group.
Yes.
They beat me up every day, and they have their rights. They're like, Nicole, whenever, like, they curse me out like that auntie at the barbecue. But
you need people in your life that don't always say yes.
Yeah.
You need people to give you those.
And look,
no's.
you just got 3 more big cousins that's gonna be in your ass to do what you want to do. Get out your head. Go ahead and do it.
I don't know if that's the correct word, but
you know what I mean.
She
out here turning people out. I could be telling. I'm telling. Yes, I could say that.
Right. You could be that person to say, "Yep, get up off that."
But we going to be basically. You know what I mean. We here to motivate you and get you out of your head. You got the confidence. Just do it.
Big cousins.
Yeah, big cousins out here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do what you want. Take your time doing it at your own pace, but just get it done.
Yeah.
You have a platform. We have a platform. However, we can, help each other be great. Come on, tell us what's popping, what's new, what's just expand and help us understand what's happening in Missouri. Just like we can, share what's happening in Delaware, Delaware, small wonder.
And you ain't in no race. And you ain't racing nobody. Take your time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and get you one of those websites. Get you a template. Bam, you can just cut and paste.
Yeah. From one of them places that we talked about earlier.
Say no names. Say no names
anymore.
Right.
All right. Any more questions for Nicole?
No.
Any questions for us, Nicole? Do you have any questions for us?
Any questions?
No, I rock with you guys. I was listening to you guys heavy on Spotify. I think I posted that to you. You guys were like my number 1 podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I just, like you said, it's like a big cousin. I love the interaction between you guys, and I'm a fan. I have no questions. I just thank you for this time. Thank you for everything. The giveaway that really kind of helped me as well. Just get out my own way and just get the momentum going.
Right.
So appreciate
it. I know we wrapping up because I guess that was your first beer kit brew, right? Was it?
That was my first beer kit.
Your first beer kit. Okay.
Yeah.
How many beers have you brewed? Real quick. How many beers have you personally brewed besides the pink boots and the beer kit? I think you got at least 3 in there. It seemed like more than that.
No, it's more than that off record.
That face you making.
It's more than that off record, because I say that because that was an experimental stage. I don't count them. So yes, you are correct. 3. But however, because I like to be for real. Off record, we tried things that looked like we were growing something else. So
so you had 3. You've made 3 drinkable beers, but you've actually
drinkable
beers. And an unknown amount of experiments have come through.
Nice.
I don't even count them.
That's great.
It's like how many bodies you have. 2. All kind of fun.
Do you have another homebrew in your mind that you want to try?
So I'm about to try a single hop IPA. I'm about to do that next week.
Okay.
And I would like to do a barrel aged one too. So I would love to do something like that.
Hold on, Devin. Did you just say that's what you gonna do?
No, I was saying nice. Like that's what I was. No, but I do got some ideas that we need to talk to about after the show. Sure. I know y'all on my heels about me brewing. So Nicole, I have a kit that I've had for over a year now. I'm not. I can't say I'm afraid. They call me the hoarder. I hold on to things.
We into like 16 months of it. Then you get it Christmas like 2019 Christmas.
I felt so bad. Okay, I don't.
No, Devin
but I buy
3 years.
It's either gifts that I don't always open, or it's things that I buy that I don't open or use. I'm that guy. So the whole beer kit thing.
QVC guy, huh?
Nah, not quite QVC. But you know, I guess you can call me that.
No, Amazon. He Amazon. He's not quite.
Yeah, I'm about to say modernize me. QVC.
We on MSN and talking. What's the number? Writing it down.
Right.
That code.
Got all the promo codes. That get 10% off every time.
Yo. Yeah, but yeah, I'm one of those guys that I have a kit. I'm like, it's not that I'm afraid to do it, because I'm usually the one that's like, I'm a pusher. I'm a fixer. I try to try anything or to believe that I can do it.
It seems like you're a little fearful though, like you're a little trepidatious about it.
I think it's kind of one of those things to where because I have such a passion about beer that it's almost like I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up. You're
going to mess it up one day. Like even if it's not the first one you make. Just like Nicole said she only made 3, but we know Nicole she'd at least started a lot more than 3.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna mess up, Devin, but that's part of it.
Right. That's part of it. And I made one. A bad batch. I don't care how seasoned they are, they all have bad batches.
I agree. Yeah, you don't never hear about the bad batches. That's the thing.
No, that's the thing.
You always hear about the championships.
Right.
The one.
I made one. I made one. It was amazing.
Did you?
You did a one hit
years ago.
Years ago. Okay.
One hit wonder, huh?
And when you stop right there, he's like, "I'm good. It was good. I'm done."
What style was
tell everybody. Yeah, what style, Rob?
It was I think it was an amber ale. I don't even remember. It's been so long. It was like before it was right before my first child. So it was after that, it was like I ain't got time.
Look, I used to make wine before my first kid was born. I ain't made wine since.
Wow.
I ain't did that since he was born.
I mean, now I probably get back into it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get back into home brewing.
Yeah, you have to put that on the schedule.
I put that in. Put that in the garage. I'm gonna go real thing with the kettle and everything.
There you go. Get a barrel system going.
Pop that garage, Rob. That's the next project.
Yeah, it's gonna be called the basement. The garage brewing house. I don't know.
Right. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something with my stemmy. That benefits just me.
I'm gonna do something for me. It's mine. It's
everybody. It's mine. Give me my portion.
Y'all go switch y'all little ones later on, but this 14, this is mine. This is my 14.
Yes.
Y'all funny.
All right. Any more questions for Nicole?
Nah, we gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
we'll have you on here all day. Your big cousins have you on.
Hey, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, you do have that energy about you, though. Like it's funny how when you make a joke or you even set a goal, how you kind of like you throw the little comedy in there. You be like, okay, now Nicole, you reaching, bring yourself on down.
Right.
Okay, now you're ambitious with that.
You have to check yourself. If you're not checking yourself, somebody else will, and you're not going to like it. So you better do it first.
That was the quote of the podcast right there.
Right. Come on. Listen to HR. Listen to HR.
Right. That's the first HR meeting we get when we work at your company. You talking like that? I'm staying for the whole 401k.
Nice.
But I just like to repeat what Devin said. We have a platform. You do too. If you want to ever need any help, please let us know. And don't stop. Go at your own pace and keep taking them flights.
Look at us. 114. We're living proof. 114 episodes in.
Yeah.
Sure. So once again, I want to thank Nicole for coming on.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate you.
Before we wrap up, we always like to know how people can find you. So, Nicole, how can people find you on these worldwide webs?
Oh, whatever. Instagram. Ain't taking beer flight. This is the beginning stage. Taking beer flight on IG. Taking beer flight LLC on Facebook. I'm not really present on Facebook. I try to post, but those are the two right now. But it will expand eventually.
Eventually, yes, it will for sure.
All right, Dev drinks craft brew.
Well,
you helped him out. You helped him out.
I just did it.
Like, I don't even want you messing up, bro.
Hey, you just said it.
You forgot though. You forgot the N __.
Right. But you can find Dev Drinks Craft Brew on Instagram. So that's where I'll be.
Okay, Lou. I was about to say Lou Belgium.
Well, yeah, he said it. I'm on them Instagrams.
There it is.
And you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can even say, "Hey Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast," because we are on Amazon Music. You can definitely watch us on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes,
YouTube.
Remember to
be sure to subscribe, Nicole.
Smash that like button.
Smash it like the kids say.
Always appreciate a rate and review of the podcast.
And turn them out.
Turn them out.
Rate and review. All that good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Smash and turn. Well, yeah, if you smash and turn them out.
Yeah, perfectly said. Smash and turn them out.
Yes. Wow. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah.
That's definitely cousin. That's definitely cousin. Yes. Definitely family.
That's the new thing. Smash and turn them out. Okay. You can also
make that. Let's make that the YouTube slogan. Smash and turn it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After smash that like button. Smash and turn them out.
Turn it out.
I'm like, oh, okay.
What am I turning out? Whatever you want, turn it out.
That's right. You can also go to www.bruisingbanter.com and get that merch if you like it. Deb wearing one right there.
Yes, I am.
I had mine on earlier, but it was a little warm for me, so I had to take it off.
I'm getting there.
No, like yesterday it was like 33 degrees just on Friday.
Today is beautiful.
Today is wonderful out there.
Yeah. Happy Easter to everybody.
Yes, he has risen.
Yeah, prayers for DMX.
Yes, prayers for DMX.
Yo, sidebar, I heard Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by DMX for the first time yesterday. It changed my life.
Is that a thing?
Oh my God!
Yes. I'm way late. I'm like 10 years late. It came like 10 years
about
ago.
Music. Okay, that's another time.
Yeah, it was very, very good.
Okay.
I forgot. If you want to follow Rob Stay Bruising right there. There I am right there.
Look at you. Got it.
You even got the goofy foot right. You know where to point and everything now. You good, Rob.
Right.
Good.
Veteran in this game.
Let me see if I can do it.
Let
me see if I can do it.
Nah.
I'll try.
You got it. That was close. That was good enough.
Got this big old hand like
right.
All in the camera.
All right. Until next time, this has been episode 114.
Have a good week, everyone.
Play that music out. Play that music out.
Book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 16.
Can't turn that out. You ain't gonna turn that out.
No more.
Go pray before you turn it out.
Preach, preacher.
Preacher.
Every tear from the get ready for the revolution.
Gonna make me stand up.
You about to drop. Yeah.
About to make me stand up.
Do you want a revolution? Do you want a revolution?
That definitely is a Harlem Shake type of song.
Yeah.